glory to the eternal living God. Blessed be his glory, blessed be his might, blessed be his strength, blessed be his will. Now, family, for this afternoon topic, I want to venture into the biblical, but then at the same point, I want you to put your thinking caps on, and I just want my brothers and sisters, I want you to think. I'm not going to take that much of time, but I want you to ponder. I want you to be in a perplexity of thought when I tell you these things. Now, what you see right now in the back is the Tower of Babel. Now, check this out. Now, the whole world had one language and one common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. They said to each other, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them together." They used bricks instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make names for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, "If as one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do anything, nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other." So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That's why it was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. From there the Lord scattered them over the face of the whole earth. Now family, did you hear what was said, family? If you take all the people that live on the earth, let's say for instance, we take some of the Arabians, the smart people in the Arabians, we take them. We take the smart Asians, we take the smart Spaniards, we take the smart Americans, we take the smart English people, we take the smart Africans, and we just put them in a big think tank. They can come up with anything, family. You heard what God said? Let's go back. Let's go back. They said to each other, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them together." They used bricks instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." But the Lord came down to see the city, the tower the people were building. The Lord said, "If as one people speaking the same language, they have," my bad, "begin to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them." So just think about it. This great perplexity of thought. If you take all the smart people and put them together, there's nothing impossible for them to do. But it's 2025, family. If you take all the smart people and put them together, they could come to a cure for old timers, HIV, cancer, all the sexually transmitted diseases, Alzheimer's disease, anything that affects the human body. Remember, they done grafted the human body down to where they know every single thing about the anatomy of a man or a woman. So if you built this think tank, and you took all the smart minds from all the many different nations upon this earth, they could come up with anything. But they let money be greed to them, family. They let money, they said, "Let's invent money so we can keep the people impoverished and keep them in poverty and have control over them and control over the land. Let us take all our smartness and build all these weapons so we could constantly murder people and blow people up and take control of the world." Remember what God said. Let's go back. Where was it at? But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, "If as one people speaking the same language, they begin to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them." We can do anything, family. Anything, family. That's why they sending all of that stuff into outer space, trying to get out of the damn firmament. But anything, family. Get all the Asian smart people, get all the Arabians, get all the Africans, get all of the Americans, get all of the English, get all of the Spaniards, put them in the same place. And there's nothing that a man cannot do. But instead of us making this world a greater place, instead of us perfecting this world and healing it, we take our time out to make weapons of war. We take our time out to blow each other up and steal each other resources and conquer different people. Remember, the thoughts of the imagination of the man mind, he could do anything. You know what I'm saying? You put enough people together, they could heal this earth. They could come up with all the cures for all of the diseases. They can make sure that there's no homeless people in the world. They could do anything. But what did they do? They took all the smart people, family, and they put them on one project. What was that project besides from the death, the destruction, and the murder, the will of the devil? You see that? Death and destruction and the will of the devil, Satan. You know what I'm saying? They doing his will. You know what I'm saying? So they build bombs to blow people up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see all of this stuff that they do with the technologies that we have. But these silly-headed men and these silly-headed women have took it upon themselves to create AI. Now, when I think about AI, family, I look at it as a standpoint like we free right now, family. But when AI really takes control, you're the pet, family. You are the pet, family. That's what they did. They took all the technologies in the world, put all the smart people together, and they came up with this AI. One day, family, AI will run this world, family. These computers is going to look at you like an animal. They're going to look at you like something that they need to put in a damn zoo. And you mean to tell me out of all the technology and how smart man can be, we could do anything. We could heal the earth. We could heal the many nations of the earth. But we decided to go back and blow everybody up. We decided to make weapons of war, to conquer, to destroy, to steal. Remember what God said. There is nothing impossible if you get the people together. There's nothing impossible. We could do anything, family. Anything. They talk about dimensions. That's why they be up over there building all of that. They got the hydrogen collider. They got that machine, family. I'm trying to tell you of the technology and the power that we possess as men on this earth. There is nothing impossible for a man. You get enough men together and we could do anything. But check this out. They turned around and they made AI, family. They made AI, and AI is going to take control of this world, family. It's sad, family. It's sad. You looking in at it now, and you be like, oh, they're just computers, Jehoshaphat. They're not going to do anything. Them things are going to look at us like we look at monkeys. Just like we take gorillas and we lock them up in the zoo, and then we come look at them. That's what they're going to do to mankind. Just know that this is what we did with our power. Peace and blessings be upon your day.